How exactly am I better than PewDiePie at this? Like, what do I do and he doesn't? Oh god, why would you be waiting on the boning scene? Like, that's the thing that I'm afraid of. Like, I'm afraid if I keep playing it, I will eventually get to it. By the way, you know what I noticed? And it's quite funny. When you read the news article, replace white people with peasants, and replace, you know, any group that the left likes with the aristocracy. And then you read articles such as football player fired after his wife insulted the aristocracy. Or peasants' lives do not matter, says Cambridge University professor.
Left a lot of stuff behind.
Yeah, man, don't say that you bought this game because of me. Now I won't be able to sleep at night. No, but from now on, like in This Week is Stupid, that's how I'm reading the news. And it sounds so funny. It's like, in Oregon, peasants are required to wear masks, while the aristocracy doesn't have to.
What is this?
Yeah, so like she found out when she was a kid that she would have been killed if they would have made the cure. You know, like, this is when Amy Hennig used to write the story. Like, this was so deep. Like, imagine the zombie apocalypse, and imagine you have the cure, but in order for you to cure the world, they have to kill you. Like, it's in your brain, and they have to dissect your brain. So, would you do it? Would you give them the cure? Would you sacrifice yourself if it means saving the world? Like, that's really deep. That depends on how deserving the world is. Well, I tell you what. Even if it would have prevented the apocalypse, it would have prevented Drachman from making this game. Thank you, Josiah. Oh my god, like, this is so cliche. Like, of course she finds a radio recording that was just left there. Like, really, she really just finds a bag, and in it there is a recording that just happened to be there, just happened to have batteries. Even the tape was rewind, so she could just hit play. You know, I know this is not a big deal or whatnot, but like, considering most of the video gaming industry were whining about tropes, and like, how many times do you see this in a video game? Like, look, every single thing when social justice activists make video games and story, everything has to rely on a coincidence.
person who could develop a vaccine is dead. Or by some miracle found someone else that's immune. It made no difference. Found someone else that's immune. It made no difference. Because the only person...
Ellie! Come here. What the hell are you thinking? Running off in the middle of the night like that. You talk to me. You don't just leave me a goddamn note.
Tell me what happened here. If you lie to me one more time, I'm gone. You will never see me again. But if you tell me the truth, I'll go back to Jackson. No matter what it is. Just say it.
I mean, in the first game, she was a likable character.
Making a vaccine would have killed you. So I stopped them.
This is like the only relatable moment in the entire game.
Oh my god.
It is just because this is a continuation of the Amy Hennig storyline. Well, you know, like, I don't mind that killing. I mean, think about it this way. Her parents were dead because of the disease. Her friends were dead because of the disease. She probably knows a lot of people that were dead because of the disease. And she's an impressionable teenager, so yeah, I kind of get why she would be reacting like this.
Don't you fucking touch me! I'll go back. But we're done.
You'd be dead without me, kiddo, eh? You peasant! Do infections exist in this game? I mean, the way she's looking. How can you even put a backpack on with all those bruises? I just realized why Misaka said yes, Joel is an anti-vaxxer. Joel is anti-vax confirmed.
Dina? Jesse? The more the merrier. Hey, look, Joel. It's your favorite.
It's because the vaccine was made in China,
Yeah.
wasn't it, Joel?
Jesse?
She had anti-vax parents, no wonder she went nuts. Well, her parents were dead, that was her stepdad. Okay, who do we kill now in this petty revenge plot that I generally don't care about? Like, here's another thing. I generally don't care about the others that she's seeking revenge. Like, the only person that I would care is if she kills Abby. That's literally it. No, not all revenge is petty. Like, some revenge is justified. Like when the Romanian people rose up against the communists and had their revenge on the communist leaders. Like that's a part of history that I can get behind. Yeah, the corporations in Seattle are suing the city while praising the aristocracy.
She had a rough night. Barely could get her to keep water down.
Is there anything relatable about this character? Like, is there any reason to like this character?
You should have woken me up.
Like, if I were to ask you, can you please describe this character? What exactly would you be able to? He has literally no personality. I didn't see what happened in Scotland, by the way.
Is she pregnant?
You know, you can say, I don't know. Like, literally, that's what you can say in order to avoid this, if you think it's not your place to tell. It's like, but no, Ellie is now going to be a pregnancy test, isn't she?
Yeah.
A walking, living, breathing pregnancy test. Here's another question. If it's the apocalypse, how can you have sex with a woman for 3 years and not get her pregnant? It's almost impossible. Like, you don't have condoms. There's no contraception. There's no birth control.
Came out here. But we gotta take her back. She needs real care and she's not gonna get that.
Yeah, I know. But I can't just leave.
Yeah, but pulling out doesn't always work. Like, you can have viable semen that gets pushed up by the pre-com.
Tommy. He's out here because of me. Maybe you could take her back.
I didn't know you can do a bunny
I'm not gonna leave without you.
for a pregnancy test. I knew you can do it with frogs, though. Yeah, but can you beat the odds for 3 years, though?
Let's get Tommy.
Whoa, Tommy, Tommy! Tommy, Tommy is on parlor. Tommy, Tommy.
We'll post up there until he does.
And you're good with leaving Dina by herself?
Her orders.
What do you mean her orders, dude? She's pregnant. You're the father. Take control of the situation.
Yeah.
Damn it, Andrew Young. Not everything can be solved by giving people free shit. Why is she feeling like that? Like, I thought she's pregnant. I didn't think she has the Wuhan virus. Dude, like, looking at her belly, she is pretty much like in the first or the second month. Why is she like oh well, Neil Druckmann, understanding female anatomy. It's like he probably thinks pregnancy is like a disability or something.
I need you to lock the door for us.
Look at her, like it's almost like she's got a fever. And just yesterday, she was just running and gunning people and stabbing and getting shot at, and there was no problem. And all of a sudden, she's like disabilitated. No, like if she had the spore, she would have gotten infected in a couple of seconds.
Your map showed the aquarium along the shore.
Oh god, I'm going with the Asian guy? Why am I going with Andrew Yang? It's so uncomfortable. It's like, oh look, I'm going with my girlfriend's ex-boyfriend that got her pregnant in this very beautiful post-apocalyptic telenovela.
Okay, go for it.
Why is she the one boosting him? She is much heavier in a different body category than her.
Okay.
Wait, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Throughout the entire game, when you boost someone, they go around and they try to find a crate or they try to find something, and you're just telling me that they could just give you a hand. Oh wow, why couldn't this be done before? Yeah, but Leopold, throughout the game, must I remind you, there would be a crate here and he would just push it and clunk. Okay, whatever.
What did you tell Dina?
That we're hoping to find Tommy at the aquarium. I didn't tell her you knew. If that's what you're...
I wasn't. This aquarium a wolf base?
I don't think so. Nora said Abby's hiding out there.
You get her to tell you why they did it?
Yeah. Joel had falling out with some fireflies. No, former fireflies.
What kind of falling out?
He was a smuggler. And they disagreed about some goods. Fight broke out, some of them died. Guess they wanted payback.
Damn. That change anything for you?
Women lie. She lies, Andrew Yang. She lies.
Going home.
Yeah,
You'll be leaving some of those assholes alive.
Dina should be back in Jackson.
Okay. Good.
Oh, so now it's like, well, no more revenge. Like, literally, the first half of the game, she's like, gonna fight him, gonna kill them, oh, I can't stand it anymore. And now she's like, yeah, we're going back. You know, like, yeah, leaving them alive, yeah, it's fine. Just get Tommy and get back.
Shit.
Well, she's the one trying to convince Tommy
You can cut through that
to
convention
get
center.
out here in the first place.
I see a light through here.
Jammed?
You know, it's kind of interesting. I just realized, but they could have made this open world. Like, you have a list of 4 people to kill. They could literally allow you to choose which order you want to kill them in. Like, they could allow you, do you want to go to the hospital? Do you want to go to the TV station? Do you want to go here or there? Like, there's really no reason why it has to be railroaded. It's not like you kill someone and then get like information from that person.
You ever worried they're gonna come back to Jackson after us?
Yeah, they exactly would have freedom.
What do you mean?
I mean, we're going through a lot of their people. In their city.
Because of what they did.
Didn't Abby and her friends come to Jackson because of something Joel did?
This place isn't like Jackson. I mean, Joel and Tommy helped Abby when she got attacked. These people are trying to kill everyone around them. I mean, they shot you on sight, didn't they?
Yeah. They did. How long has Dina been this sick?
Only a
How the
couple
fuck
days.
does that make sense?
Well,
Ellie, your
God,
story is falling apart.
Fucked up a bunch of wolves. You'd have been impressed.
I bet. You don't cross that girl.
Everyone is a bad person. I think like Dina maybe is the only good person in this whole game. And Maria. Well, no, actually Maria, no. Well, no, I don't mean like a good person in the sense of like a role model. I mean a good person in the sense of not being a psychopath. The animations are really good, yes. How are you winning, son? That was like the best meme ever. I like the crafting system in the game as well. Like it really makes you wanna explore and find stuff. And I like the fact that unlike most other games, like this is something that I really like about this crafting system, is that the same items you can use for a medkit, for example, are the same items you can use for a Molotov cocktail. And Molotov cocktails are really great. The items are scarce. So you really need to decide like what is it you want? Do you want damage or do you want health?
Okay.
Through here.
Women lied and people died. Well, actually Joel lied and people died.
Ask. Why didn't she tell me about it?
Yeah, but like people say, well, you know, Joel murdered an entire hospital and blah blah blah. It is a matter of a moral dilemma. Like, would you let someone like your daughter be killed just so the world can be saved? Like that is a moral dilemma. It's a good question, you know.
Pregnancy.
Like that's why the first game was so good.
I'm sure she'll tell you about it when she...
Going down today. All the units are being rounded up.
Who did you hear it from?
Top man and stuff. Make sure this area is clear, wait for the other units, and then take the fight to the star.
The last time...
It won't be like last time.
I'm nervous.
We're all nervous.
They have the whole coast covered. They're gonna shoot us out of the goddamn water.
Hey, Faith,
You sound like them.
don't act like there's a choice, man. Think of what'll happen if we succeed.
Whoa! I saw movement. The trespassers!
Oh wow.
Take them out! Forward!
I didn't expect that. What I don't get is like the cult of the crazies, right? Like the religious cult is predominantly made by old people, and they're fighting young military personnel. Like how does that work out?
Like there's a choice, man. Think of what'll happen if we succeed.
Okay, I guess this is it. Ah, shit. I don't need to do anything. Andrew Young has it covered. Go, Andrew Yang. Show him how it's done. I killed him with the non-existent young bucks. Yeah, he is like a defense turret.
Going down to there. I'll leave him with you now.
Who did you hear it from?
Top man and dust. Make sure this area is clear, wait for the other units, and then take the fight to the scars.
So, last time...
Won't be like last time.
I'm nervous.
We're all nervous.
They have the whole coast covered. They're gonna shoot us out of the goddamn water. You can't make them.
Don't act like there's a choice, man. Think of what'll happen.
You guys Traffic! Nowhere to escape!
Come on, Andrew Yang, do your thing. Don't come next to me, Andrew Yang. You're going to bring them here. What is wrong with you?
To your right!
I don't have infinite health like you do. Come on, Andrew Yang, put your back in it. Shit, 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 shit. Andrew Yang, you're scaring me.
Okay, okay. Oh, goddamn.
Better Call Saul is amazing. I wonder how much the corona delayed it.
Shit!
Oh yeah, that's definitely how silencers work. Yeah, you put a bottle next to a gun and it goes bloom. I talk to Americans; they tell me about guns.
Find you!
Silence,
That'll do it.
woman. It's time to be quiet
These wolves, man.
and let less heard voices speak out.
At war with this fucked up code.
You need to be quiet, white woman. Let Andrew Yang speak.
Seraphon.
It's time to hear from other voices.
Scars is all I've heard them called. You run into any?
No.
You're lucky.
Lol, the way she threw the brick. It's like, meh. Yes, I'm silencing women so Asians can speak. Yeah, Angry Joe didn't like this game. Like, I've noticed Angry Joe has been on a changing path for quite a while now. I mean, I remember when he used to criticize Metro for showing tits in the game. And now he hates what they did to Picard. He hates what they're doing to The Last of Us. The only way this can get a pushback is if like large influencers start speaking out against it. And the more people that speak out, the harder it is for them to just pretend that all of this just has to do with the fact that there's lesbians in the game. And I keep saying, like, this is your argument, right? If you go on a forum and they say, well, the only reason you don't like it is because they have lesbians in the game, then literally you can conclude that the only reason that they do like it is because it has only lesbians in the game. So basically, they're fine if the game was just really bad, as long as there's lesbians in it. So like multi-million-dollar corporations, all they gotta do is to make a bad game, you know, as long as it's serviceable, and then just say, oh, put one or two lesbians in it, and they will give it a 10 out of 10. And the funny thing is, like, this is literally what they're doing. Like, it's literally that. Like, if this game wouldn't have had any, you know, lesbians main characters and shit like that, they probably wouldn't like it. Like, if it wasn't done by Neil Druckmann, progressive twat, they wouldn't like it. They would be able to say, it's like, yeah, no, the story's kind of boring, and the game is kind of linear, and I don't like the fact that it constantly autosaves, and blah, 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 blah. The thing with Angry Joe, it's like, he didn't even get Me Too'd. Like, that wasn't even an accusation. Like, nothing that the person did, like, nothing that he did, even if I was to believe her, which I don't, like, she literally admits that she lied to him. It's like, okay, if you lied to someone that you met, why wouldn't you lie to strangers? And the story is absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, right, so let's assume that everything she said is true. I don't find a problem with it. Like, I don't think flirting is something bad. Like, I'm sorry, but like, this is how human companionship works. This is how humans date each other. It's like one person has to make the initiative and flirt. And she gave no indication of having a boyfriend. She gave absolutely no indication that she's not interested in Angry Joe. So no, Angry Joe did nothing wrong. But there's been like a whole witch hunt in the video gaming industry during this couple of weeks. Like some guy from Method got Me Too'd, and one of the guilds competing with Method, because this is what pisses me off, okay? Like, if you actively point to someone who did something bad and they go in prison, I've got nothing against it. But like the guild that's competing with Method in World of Warcraft, they're the ones that use the Me Too accusation against Method and try to pull all of their sponsors away. I mean, it's so obvious what they're doing. It's climbing the ladder by making sure that the opposition goes down. They're not better than Method. Like, they're not actually better. They're not better at the game or anything. They just eliminate their competition, so they're the only ones.
What were you saying? Before? About Dina. You said she'll tell me when...
Once things are wrapped up here.
I guess at some point it'll get pretty hard to hide it. You know she's gonna keep it?
I don't.
Look at this mess.
The aquarium. It's right next to that Ferris wheel.
He's hoping Tommy has the same info.
Oh yes, we're getting the Pripyat vibes here, aren't we? Oh, didn't they say they're going to make another Stalker game?
Looks like we're swimming.
Oh shit! Hold on a little bit. I forgot to open the phone. Because if I get any super chats, I won't be able to see them. Okay. No, I'm not watching any Cyberpunk gameplay or whatever. Like, I've decided I will buy the game when it's out. and I'm not getting myself spoiled. But the most dumb thing that I've heard is Vampire the Masquerade, the second one, is going to allow players to skip missions and quests
Where now?
based on trigger warnings. So if you feel like a mission is triggering you, you can literally skip it. And I'm like, you're playing a game where people are vampires, but there are things that might be triggering. What the fuck are we talking about here?
This way.
Okay.
You know, it's the same thing where like the Marxists considers fascism to be the ultimate evil in the universe, and I agree. You know, like fascism is bad. Okay, right? No, I wholly agree. But I think like undead vampires murdering people is worse. I mean, some priorities here.
Hey, up here.
Skipping missions will make speedruns interesting. Yeah, I bet every single speedrunner that plays the Vampire the Masquerade is going to be triggered. Like they're going to be some of the most triggered people in the history of. Oh, don't they have like games done quick? Like games done quick is so subverted by Marxists that the announcers on the stream not only had their pronouns in front of them, but anyone asking them about the pronouns would get banned. Well, if they go look, man. Okay, let's take a game like Manhunt. All right. Now, the game like Manhunt, you kind of figured out from the beginning that it's a violent and gruesome game, and it's got an R rating. If you actually have mental issues seeing violence, like simulated violence, why would you buy Manhunt? Why would you play it? Yeah, they actually had the dilation station at Games Done Quick. Like, I wonder how people requiring dilation can survive in a world without the stations.
If you told me you were leaving.
I didn't think you'd be okay with all this.
I looked up to Joel. What happened to him was messed up. I would have come.
Joel liked you a lot too, you know. He used to think I had a crush on you.
Really?
Yeah, good luck telling him you had eyes on his girlfriend for ages now. Like, you were just waiting in line for his relationship to go bust. So he can swoop right in and be the mother of his baby. I like the priorities in this game.
What happened up here? These guys really have it in for each other.
I think it goes back years.
Wonder how it all started. Well,
This
Look
place
at this. Why do I want to see this?
blood's still wet.
Why do I want to see a dead woman? Oh my god. Drachman. Do you even care what I want, Drachman? What about my needs? What about my feelings? The only thing Drachman cares is about himself. You selfish little prick. With a man bun. Man bun prick. By the way, apparently on YouTube you can't make fun of people's appearances anymore because they're considered arbitrary characteristics, like they can't change it. But what about making fun of someone's hairstyle? I mean, you can't change your hairstyle. Unless like the person is bald. You know, like atheism is unstoppable and you show him a picture of an egg. I mean, that would crush his spirit. Like, there's nothing he can do about it. Calling him Mr. Eggman or whatnot. Like, that hurts, man. That does hurt. Yes, Neil Druckmann is the name. PlayStation 5. Okay. Which way, though? The game, I mean, I can't say like it's not generic because it doesn't do anything that other games don't do. One of the things that I really like, and I mentioned this earlier, is the crafting system, because like it shares materials from one item to another. So for example, the same items that you can craft a medkit, you can also use them to craft a Molotov cocktail. So you have to decide, like, do you want a Molotov cocktail or do you want a medkit? I really love that. Like that is fucking cool. But other than that, like, yeah, I don't think there's like any mechanic that I've seen in this game which I haven't seen in another. I guess like the stopping power of bullets is something that I like. You can't just charge a guy with a gun. Like the moment you get shot, it actually pushes you back. It's a lot more cooler that way. I think it's this way.
Not this way.
Down this way. We can box around to that Ferris wheel.
Box around? I don't know what that means.
You know, when you take 3 right turns around a block instead of just turning left.
Get the boy! Got him! Sweep the area for survivors. Good job, boy.
Bravo needs to get here. I'm ready to do this.
Storm's pretty bad. I'm sure it ain't easy driving a boat back here.
First one on the fucking ship.
You'll get your chance. We all will.
Jesus, I didn't even see this guy.
That's right! Go around! Get their side! You got it! They went into the grass!
God damn it. Fucking hell. Yeah, exactly. I guess like the only thing this game has original is the fact that you can eviscerate dogs.
Where the hell did they go?
But you know what pisses me off? Like yesterday, as I'm going out of my house, I saw a dog hit by a car and it was dying, and there was like little nothing I could do. Like it was gasping for breath. It was like, and there was like literally nothing I could do for it. And now this game fucking reminds me of that. I barely managed to put it out of the back of my mind.
Comb this entire area.
Thank you, Drachman, you piece of shit. Yeah, I didn't get trigger warning for that. If I got a trigger warning for that, I would have gotten another way.
Ellie, over there.
Jesus, that's quite far. Up, 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 up. Is there anyone else?
Emma!
I think that was the last one.
I think I heard some infected.
This place makes me appreciate Jackson, man.
Me too.
Give me 1 second, chat. Alright, I'm back. So what are we doing now? We're boxing around. It's kind of funny because the gameplay isn't that bad. I mean, the people who made the gameplay were actually talented. The AI is quite good as well. Like they try to flank you. They work in good teams. Okay, wait, is this the place where I start from? Yeah.
Where should we go?
Try this way.
You know what would be nice? If you get like better stealth option when it's raining. Like you can use the thunder in order to hide your gunshots and shit like that. That would be cool. Wait, which way now? I mean, it told me to go here. So yeah, you can climb this. Oh. You can't climb this one though. Why not? Alright, never mind, you
I
can.
think Abby picked the aquarium on purpose because it's so damn hard to get to.
Maybe.
That is the most stupid thing ever. Like, it's hard to get to from here, but from other places it wouldn't be.
Jesus. How the hell are we crossing this?
Wait, there's cars?
We could use that road.
How are there cars in this game? Like, the way I understand, gasoline gets bad and stops working after a couple of years. I mean, there's no people pulling oil out of the ground now, so how are they making the gasoline?
Or we use that.
Yeah. That's better.
Come on. This way.
Yeah, the traffic jam in the apocalypse. Diesel doesn't get bad?
Let's try through here.
So what's the plan? We take these guys out and steal their boat?
Definitely taking their boat.
Yeah, but this is
And if
like
they want to get in our way.
30 years in the future. They wouldn't have that much gas or diesel. I remember other games actually making a point of this.
Place is wrecked.
You don't say.
Wait. Okay, now I know. Knowing is half the battle.
Got it. Come on.
This way, come on.
Yeah, like that's something that I hated in The Walking Dead. Like they would just find a car and take gas from it, and it's like, yeah, that's not how it works.
Need a hand?
Sniper spotted in 12. I repeat, sniper sighted at the marina, likely a trespasser. Any nearby units report. Over.
Whoa, Tabe.
You four, take the land bridge to the marina. The rest of you, we hold here and wait for orders.
What the fuck? We're supposed to wait here while our guys are being sniped?
We have our orders. You're one sniper.
How can I climb this? Like she won't grab the rope. Okay, she grabbed the rope. No, but like, the thing is, if you have a car that stood there for 5 years, at one point the gas becomes bad. That's what I'm saying. It's not that people wouldn't siphon gas from cars. It's that it makes no sense. The fuel wouldn't be good enough. Why are we waiting for the cutscene so he can leave with the boat? Why can't I kill the guy to take the boat?
We're taking their boat.
You heard them, right? They're talking about Tommy.
I don't know that.
Who else is it gonna be?
If it is him, he'll be gone by the time we get there. Abby is where he'll be headed, so if we just
What
fall,
if he's in trouble?
he can take care of himself.
Oh wow, Ellie the compassionate.
That's why tell Tommy is to go after Abby. You do this, I'm not saving your ass again.
I really hope
You know, I love it. Okay, when you read an old story, like from the 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, or whatever, usually when the main when a character makes a bad decision, it affects them. In social justice stories, when a character makes a bad decision, it affects others.
make it.
And I genuinely think that in this case, it's going to affect Tommy and the half-Asian lawyer. Look, the game doesn't even let me decide. Like, wouldn't that be cool for you to actually make a decision in this game?
Copy.
Yeah, Ellie doesn't seem like the kind of person that anyone told her no in her entire life.
The trespasser's here! Take her down!
Oh, look, jungle music. jungle music because it's tense. Whoa.
Hunt her down.
Yeah, exactly. Like at this part, people would probably think that this is the new normal and not care that much about a cure. I agree with you. Not to mention, like, you wouldn't even have the place to mass produce a cure. And the cure would just be more people don't turn, but you still have like the ones that already are infected. Like, better than a cure would be a bioweapon that just attacks the infected.
Skylar? I'll go see what's up. I got your back.
We got her! Right in here!
God damn it. Shit. Are those all? Is that hashtag all? By the way, whatever happened with not all? Like, do you remember that argument with hashtag not all? God, I miss hearing that these days. It's almost like it's wiped out of the memory hole. The thing is, like, they don't even need something that works, because it's not like their ideology is based on logic and reason, it's just based on terror. I mean, agree with them, or they get you fired, they get you deplatformed, they get you homeless. Like, none of their things would actually work. If they worked, there wouldn't be a need for all this censorship that they're pushing. Oh shit.
Quiet.
I caught her! Right here!
Damn it.
Yeah, got it!
Push forward!
Done! Got her!
Shit!
Oh, come on. Yeah, but then you're under the thumb of the fascists, so.
Don't let go.
fuck am I getting shot from? Ah, now I see. Fuck! God damn it. Yeah, you say that because you're oppressed by communists now. Thank you, Steve. But if you were oppressed by fascists, you'd say you'd rather be oppressed by communists. Like, I've seen this happen before.
It's the girl!
Oh my god, I didn't want this weapon. I wanted the shotgun. It's not a society based on feelings. That's the bullshit that they're serving the public. It's based on pure cold hard cash. It's just profitable for businesses. Like, everyone that's pushing it gets to profit from it. Has jack shit to do with feelings.
What? Hey,
It's a trespasser!
Colin! Pin her down!
Okay.
Down!
I like this gun.
We're not alone.
I thought that I managed to take care of everyone, but apparently there's one more. Is that light from someone or is it just there? I think it's just there. It's kind of funny that the entire mall collapsed, but the mannequins are fine. Not to mention, like, why would buildings just collapse like this? Is it the foliage, or like what gets them to? Fascism, Nazism, and communism are based on romanticism. I mean, some of the intelligentsias behind these would admit it. What the? Where did I get shot at from? Who's shooting me? Okay. I got one too. Just so you know. Is it just me or am I killing more girls than guys at this point?
Get away! Look her out!
Why isn't there a gun store in the mall? Oh, this is the place where I came up from. Ah, here we go. can't believe I missed. Ah, goddamn.
Okay. Great.
Have I been here before? Hey, Drachman! A map would have been useful. I think I've been here before. Yeah, she runs like a girl. This is how girls run. Yeah, I'll stop playing here because I really need to go out and do some exercise. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully tomorrow I will finish this. Like, how long is this game? It's been several hours that I've been playing it. Or maybe I'll play it later on tonight. Thank you though, and I'll see you guys later.